The first is exogenitally. First you can write in situ. In situ forces. In that first, okay, as a in situ, right, what is the example? Okay, weathering. Yes, example is weathering. Getting my point? And in this weathering, first thing what we have to know here is meaning of weathering. Meaning of weathering. Tell me, what do you mean by weathering? Yes? Yeah, breaking down of rocks into smaller particles, right? Isn't it? What do you mean by weathering? The process of disintegration of rocks. Getting my point? You can write the disintegration of the rocks can be called as weathering. The second, a very important thing is factors affecting. Factors affecting. Factors affecting. What are all the factors affect? What are all factors affect? Yes, you can say. Yes, first we can say, okay, wind. Yes, wind can affect. Glacier can affect, isn't it? Water can affect. Coastal waves can affect. Coastal waves, and again you can say mass or density can affect, right? Temperature can affect, isn't it? And these are all parameters affect the rate of weathering. The rate of weathering. C. This is not C. C1. Okay, A, B, C. Right? And you can write as types. Types. Yeah, I'm talking about the weathering itself. Getting my point? Yes. Now just to say, first one, see here. For example, if I say, okay, it's a rock, okay, and as we know, the rock means it may be with a different layers will be there. Maybe it's a sedimentary rock, we can say, okay, or whatever. And whenever, okay, as we know, so during high temperature, the rock can expand. High temperature, the rock can expand. And during the low temperature, rock can contract or contract or contraction. Isn't it? That means if there is a variation in temperature, there will be what? Expansion and contraction. The expansion and the contraction can lead to what? Okay, the layering out or expelling of these layers. Isn't it? Getting my point? And this is called exfoliation. We can call it as exfoliation. Getting my point? Yeah. And what is the factor responsible here? Yes, you can write temperature is responsible here. Right? And similarly, you can say, if I say the rock I am taking and it has a different layers, and if the water penetrates into these layers, same thing we knew. So during high temperature means, can I write it as during daytime? Right? The rocks can what? Okay, the size would be somewhat. It can be what? Water, I am talking about the water. So water will penetrate, okay, and it will be in the water state. Okay, it will be in water state, isn't it? Right, water state. Okay, can be size would be normal size. I am writing here the normal size. The normal size of what I am talking here? Rock. Getting my point? And whenever the temperature drop, that is when temperature drops usually during night. The temperature drops means what happens actually, the water will be condensed to form what? Solid. The solid means the size would be will be increased, isn't it? And if this continuous process of what? Water, that's why it's called thaw action. Thaw action of water, this rock can be disintegrated, can be broken into many pieces, right? Sometimes. What times? What times?
Sometimes.
Very good. Sometimes. I'm saying it is what? Rock. Rock. And just imagine the rock is with actually ferrous. So whenever it reacts with the atmospheric oxygen, it can be what? Oxidized. And this oxidized process can what? Cause breaking of rock. Breaking of rock. Isn't it? Fourth one. Okay, I can say it's a what? Rock. Mountain. Rock, and now this is actually with the different minerals. Now it is carbon dioxide mineral. And this carbon dioxide mineral, okay, whenever it is react with the water, H2O, it will become, okay, it will be a carbonic acid. That means this rock will be dissolved. Dissolved. Will be dissolved. And the fourth one, okay, if I say it is what? Nice. Rock. And this rock, whenever the water reacts with this rock, this water can break some bonds. Mineral bonds, bonds of the rocks will be broken out. So has the rock become weaker and it can be broken into many pieces. Getting my point? Similarly, you can say mass or density or weight, whatever you can say, weight of plants or animals. Animals can exert these on any given rock, can exert pressure on, exert mass or weight on the rock. So has, due to these all factors, that given rock can be broken into pieces in course of time, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now देखो अभी उनको हमने क्या करना है अभी, we have to nomenclate. And it is, देखो, it's a temperature, and here is weight or size. Okay, these are actually related to physical parameters. That's why we can call it is physical weathering. We can call it as physical weathering, isn't it? And you can write, this is one, okay, this can be called as oxidation, right? And it can be called as carbonation, and it can be called as hydration, and other things are there, like one more I can tell you, solution. Solution means when we can get the solution. So whenever limestone reacts with the or reacts with the water, automatically it becomes what? Solution, right? Isn't it? So that's why solution is also what? One of the chemical reactions. Okay, how it, okay, these are actually the results of chemical reaction. That's why they can, okay, these are called as chemical weathering. Chemical weathering. And okay, this is actually related to plants and animals and can be called as biological weathering. And one more, physical weathering can also be called as mechanical weathering. Mechanical weathering. Mechanical weathering. Mechanical weathering. Clear?